Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Things That I Like. Today we're looking at the new i3 Mark III, and this is from Tri and K-Bear Audio. Magnetic clasp there, you open it up, you're greeted by this piece here. And you'll have two foamies, they're both blue, both the same size. Open that up. Inside there's a lot of things. There's your manual and warranty information. Then you have a bunch of different sets of tips. These are kind of medium bore. Then you have the KB Air wide bore. And then you have these kind of black ones, which I think are relatively wide. And then of course a cleaning cloth and that KB Air little brush for cleaning that they include, and obviously a case. We'll get into the case and the other units on it, and I'll tell you what I really like about this. And I'll put this away and put this back here without hitting my keys, so I end up losing my notes. So this is a tri-bred. And what's the difference between a tri-bred and a tri-driver? Well, a tri-bred has 3 different types of drivers in it, whereas just a tri-driver could have 3 dynamics, or it could just be 2 balanced armatures and 1 dynamic. So, let's see. You have 1 dynamic driver, 1 balanced armature. It's a Scion, or whatever it was called. 1 planar driver. Sonion, is that what it is? I always call it Scion. It says right at the top here. Okay, i3 Mark III. I've had the i3 original. Now I have the i3. I never had the Pro. So it is a 10mm beryllium plated diaphragm on the dynamic driver. You have a Sonion 2356 and a 10mm planar with a 14N52 magnet on it. The impedance is 21 ohms. Sensitivity is 104 ohms. Don't let that fool you. These things do like power. They don't necessarily need it. The cable is an OCC silver-plated wire. Love the cable. Wait till you see it. And it comes with a 4.4mm balanced plug. Cable length is 120 centimeters. And is a 2-pin standard pin connector. I'm not sure if that's a 0.78 probably, because that's usually the one that most of them use. But it comes in this really nice box, and you get this really nice case, which is a typical case. I have a bunch of Tri and KB and Plume from CCZ, and I forgot who else uses those cases. So here we have the IM, which is absolutely freaking gorgeous in this purple color. You have these tips, which I love. And let's see if I can pop that off so you can see the nozzle is a little bit on the short side. There's the filter right there. It's a metal filter. Little air hole right there. This cable is nuts. This cable is really nice. Like, this is like replacement quality, and not only that, but it is just stunning. Never mind the beautiful purple color. This silver cable is awesome. I would like a fleet of these silver cables for my different IMs because it is so good looking. A nice shape design. It's ergonomic. It is all metal. It isn't overly heavy, so that's good. It is aluminum, I guess. I think that's what it said it was. And so they're comfortable. There's good isolation with these. Now let's get into the sound with these. Okay, sound-wise, what are you getting? Sound-wise, you're getting some really decent lower-end performance. I would say these are a nice balanced bass. The sub-bass, the mid-bass come in. They have a decent impact. It's not overly bassy, but the bass is powerful enough to be noticed. You get into the mids. The mids are really, really nice. Now, they do have a hint of warmth, but they're not overly warm or overly thick. They're just kind of in like that Goldilocks zone where they're just right and they're balanced. There's some nice neutrality to them. In general, some very good details. Vocals sound good. They sound forward. Not so much in your face, but not centered either. Getting into the treble has enough air and sparkle. Some really, really good details there. I think that it's more toward the kind of just good definition of treble. I don't think it's overly relaxed. You know, I mean, I could change my mind after a while of listening to these. But so far on the devices that I gave these, that's how it sounds. And I've tried not to use the Tempo Tech very much anymore because I usually take that with me and I use that for my like personal things because it kind of changes the sound. It's not the most dynamic. It's not the most robust in its signature. It kind of just gives kind of like a neutral signature and doesn't emphasize anything. And so I'm using different things like the Go Bar Kensi and the Diablo and the Griffin and the SKO 1 and 2 combination. And of course my Neon, the Bluetooth Neon. But I do not use the Bluetooth for the testing because we all know the Bluetooth kind of changes the sound. Always adds like a little warmth, at least in my opinion, to some things. I guess it depends on the unit that you're using. But that in general, that's basically my assessment of these. I can't really go on and on. I'm going to probably do a follow-up with a lot of the things that I'm doing because I'm trying to do the videos really quickly because I got a lot going on here and I have to do these when I have the time to do these at the moment. But I still want to get the drift of, you know, what I think of the sound signature. Now, if we're talking about isolation, comfort, build, this would have 100 out of 10. This is superb. If we're talking about the sound, it is excellent. And it's hard to be, you know, so judgmental on these things because there's just so many good IEMs coming out lately. I mean, I just did a $30 one that sounded fantastic. It had a little more bass than this. It's a little more fun sounding, but this one is so balanced and it has the fun factor. It has the detail factor, and yet, it isn't overly fun and it isn't overly detailed. There's just some good musical kind of tuning going on here where you're getting enough bass, and it is more than enough to keep me happy. You're getting some nice mids that present themselves, but they're not overly thick mids. At least on the equipment that I've tested. I mean, that could change in using a different thing like a Burson type of equipment or whatever, which I didn't use my Burson. But so far, I'm thinking I like these a lot. I can't believe this. I got 3 different things that came in so far that I've tested. I got a bunch more things that came in. And out of all those 3, I like all those 3. And then I have to go back and look at ones like the Star City and all the other ones that I liked. You can only have so many favorites. I mean, I try to keep them in like a top 20. And if I have 30... then I'm going to have to go to, a top 30? I don't know. It's just very, very hard. But I do like these. I will do another video with these and a side-by-side with the original. That will be coming up. So, for now, that's all I'm going to talk about. This is the i3 Mark III, a tribrid consisting of a planar, a dynamic, and a balanced armature. And they all work well. There's a very good cohesion between the units on this, and I think a lot of people are going to like this. I mean, I liked the original myself at the time, but there were some people, it had its little issues. I don't think this has those issues. I think that they did a really, really good job with this one. So, and I love this cable. I'm going to use this cable on some other ones. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.